Dad, can you close that
And we are live. Oh my goodness. Hi, everybody. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Carla.
Hello.
Oh, this is awesome. This has been a long time coming to have this predictions show. It's just like it didn't work last time. And I thought maybe the gremlins were kind of working against it because all of a sudden I had lost all my privileges on my own fan page and I had to cancel the show. So I'm so
Oh
glad
gosh.
to be there. Oh, here's Janine. Let's
Oh, nice.
add her. Hi, Janine.
Hi, Janine.
Hi, guys.
So we're just kind of introducing everyone and see what's new. So Lisa Ashton, a medium, you are so good. You're such a great medium, Lisa. Thank
Oh,
you
you're
for
sweet.
coming in really at the last minute because I wanted to add more people to work on all the questions. So thank you so
Good.
much.
Of course. Happy to
Lisa,
be here.
you have a new venture on YouTube. Can you tell everybody about it?
Sure. Well, like Debbie said, I've been a psychic medium for about 35 years, third generation, and finally had opened my own business. But during COVID, or I don't know if I can even say that, right? I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube, but I mean on live. But during the epidemic or the pandemic, I lost my business. So I've been doing everything at home and finally decided, okay, it's really time to start my YouTube channel. I've been wanting to do it for like 5 years. So I picked the day and I aligned the stars the way they were supposed to be based on my birth date and started it. And my YouTube channel is under Lisa Ashton, Psychic Medium. And I do daily card pulls for every sign. And then I also come on at different times. Like this morning, I came on at 7:30 because the angels were driving me crazy. Somebody really needed to get an answer. So I came on early, and you know what that is like sometimes when they're bugging you. So there was a woman who was going to court and she needed some answers. And she actually called me tonight to thank me and say that everything went the way we had talked about it this morning. And so I'm really excited to be here. And I'm hoping that people will tune in to my YouTube channel and subscribe and hit that notification bell and the thumbs up and all those good things that we like to see. Write some comments.
I subscribed already.
I know. Thank you, Debbie.
I will.
So excited. It's really great that because everybody here has such a heart to give some free readings out because people need the information. That's what our show is going to be about tonight. But thank you for doing that because that's from your heart.
I love it.
Really fantastic.
I really enjoy.
Hey, Carla, what's new with you?
Well, no, I'm just kidding. We just finished, Keith and I just finished our Reiki 2. So we're like nice. Reiki 1 and 2. Yeah. So in a couple months, we'll do the Reiki master classes once we definitely get set in and get, all, into that practice more often and all this other stuff. Because they recommend you do a couple months. And a lady of ours that's actually doing it, Cecilia, is very sweet. And I've known her for, a little while. But anyways, so we're doing that. We just completed that. I also started school online for herbalist classes.
Great.
So that's something I'm super duper, Debbie knows. Yeah. Super, super excited about. I want to do a holistic practitioner school. So I have a few things in the works right now. But mostly, my Saturday shows here and then my Monday show. So, it's all coming in together, it's all blending in very nicely. And I'm very grateful for all the blessings that are coming my way because they're really flowing in and I'm a busy bee.
That's so nice. Yeah. You should look online. I know here at our Salve Regina College, there's a master's program in holistic practitioner.
Ooh, okay.
And it's an online program now, but it's a wonderful 2-year program.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'll get that information from you.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Carla, you are a busy bee. You have a lot of projects. So, that's really wonderful. Hey, Janine, hi. How's it going?
Good. I'm doing all right.
Okay. Anything new coming up for you?
So, like Carla, I'm also taking the Reiki courses as well as essential oils and herbals. And I am also currently enrolled in a life coaching course.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
We are all busy. Well, okay, I get to tell my 2 cents.
Absolutely.
So I have decided to go and do a live reading. So this is a new thing for me, and I'm starting Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific, and I'm going to go on and stream. I'm going to do Facebook because I've got all my viewers that can come and talk to me in case I don't want to hear crickets on YouTube. And then I will stream also live to YouTube. So I want to just get my feet wet and see what it's like. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
excited about that. Yeah, we've got lots of great things going. We are going to talk tonight about predictions. So with the viewers, if you want to know something about what's coming in the next 6 months, I'm going to be doing a reading for 6 months for the United States. And if you want to know about a vaccine, if you want to know a little bit about the virus, what it might do, or what's happening in your state. I went on a show, what was it, just over a month ago, and it was in Florida. So they wanted to know what was going to happen in Florida. So I did a reading for that. So if you guys have questions, I want you to post them. We have some stuff we're going to be looking at.
Great.
But this is a good time for you guys to post your questions and for us to talk about the calendar, because we are going to have a Halloween party, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
We're going to have a great Halloween party. I want you to mark your calendars for October 28th. Lisa, you're invited.
I'd love to be here.
That do meditation and do shows are going to be on it. We're going to be in costume. But the really neat thing, we're going to play games. I've always got lots of fun games for you guys to. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You're not going to start studying because there's prizes to be had. So we're going to be giving out. We're going to be giving out gift cards because I can send them electronically. But I did happen to get something quite special. Should I tell them what it is? I have a really good prize. You guys don't even know what it is.
I don't even know.
No.
I don't even know what it is.
Right.
I thought it was pretty cool, but I just acquired an autographed picture by Johnny Depp as Edward Scissorhands.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Holy moly.
That's awesome.
One of the prizes for the Halloween party. So we'll have all kinds of gift cards we're going to give out. And then we will, that'll be like the big prize. I collect autographs, sign autographs from everyone. I have a lot of Johnny Depp, but not as Edward Scissorhands. So when I saw it, I had my hands out.
Yes.
See that.
Do you have him on the rear, from the rear window? That's my favorite movie of his.
Love that movie.
Love that movie. That's my favorite movie that he's in.
Most of them are him as a pirate because it is an investment. So I'm buying the ones that people kind of go after. And so, but when I saw Edward Scissorhands, I was, like this perfect Halloween thing. So it's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
We're going to have fun. We will try trivia and all that. So everybody has a fair playing ground to go ahead and win a prize. So I'm excited about that.
Nice.
But we need costumes. I don't know what I'm going to be. Do you guys know what you're going to be? Janine, you always have a costume. What do you have?
I know. You know what? Every year I'm Morticia Adams.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
I need something fresh, and I am so busy all the time. I'll sit down and go, here's a witch's hat.
I know.
Yeah. I'm going to come as is. I'm going to be a witch. There's no surprise.
I don't know what I'm going to, and I'll have to think about it because I never dress up. So I'm going to have to invent something really creative.
There's some kind of thing. Wendy is going to be doing face painting on the 7th, I believe, October 7th. And she is a professional face painter. And I said, Wendy, with people wearing masks this year, I said, can we do hands and foreheads and things like that, necks? And she said, yes. So she's going to be painted.
Awesome.
And she's going to give suggestions on how to do henna And
I love henna.
we're going to have links for safe products. So you guys click on it. You'll get the face painting and everything that's not going, hypoallergenic and non-toxic stuff, and a lot of fun things on how to do it. Because when you think about it, what are we going? We can't do the whole face.
That's right.
We can, but this is going to get probably smudgy. But we want to say, how can we do the eyes? How can we do the forehead? And how can we do maybe the neck and the hands? And the kids, they'll be able to see their hand whenever they go and they're at trunk or treat or something like that. This is one thing. My neighborhood, since I already decorated for Halloween outside, I have ghoulies in the trees, and the lights are going up in a couple of days. They come up and they go, they shout from the other side of the street, "Are you going to give out candy?" And I'm saying no. I said, we'll have a sign. Somebody should, go in the business. There needs to be a sign saying no candy this year, but
said that today. They actually said that all over the news today. All big health experts were saying that trick-or-treating needs to be canceled this year.
Yeah. Well, some organizations here will have trunk or treat, and they'll space them out or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's up to the people to do that. But I'm like, no, nobody's coming up the way. But I want the kids to walk by my house, because there's a competition between me and my neighbor across the street. So far, I won. I'm first with the decorations up. I love it. I build prisons and castles. I mean, life-size stuff. And he does black lights and all that kind of stuff. We're different, but we are always in competition. And I said, I want the kids to walk by and see something normal.
Yeah,
here's
it's wonderful.
Lights, here's stuff up. But we will, put the caution tape up. We will have a nice sign that says enjoy your the night, but we're no candy. So it's just like what we have to do this year. It's really a sad thing, but we want everybody to stay super safe. And but hopefully people will have Halloween parties with their immediate family in their homes.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Because we're going to be ordering. Oh wait, I already did. Halloween candy.
I know. We went to Costco today. There was a grip of candy, and I'm like, nope.
Oh, so good.
Yep.
I added some to the order, and it did come in, and I was like, oh. Every year I buy candy I don't like.
That's smart. That is smart. Because I buy something I like, and then I end up eating it all. Yeah. So that's so smart, Debbie.
It has to be like non-chocolate, because I'll eat it if it has chocolate on it. But you know what? I hate Smarties.
Really?
Viewers, what candy do you hate? I hate Smarties and Dum Dums. Child's Play.
Anything that doesn't have chocolate, I don't like it. I don't want it.
I know. Chocolate's the biggie. No, I can't see anybody. Debbie, are there people here?
Viewers, yes, we have 9 right now.
Oh, I can't see anything on mine. Carla, can you see anything?
No, I don't see them on mine. Only Debbie can see them on hers.
Oh, okay.
I see 12. I see 12.
Yeah.
Great. But as Carlos said, he's going to watch horror movies, eat candy, and make popcorn.
I'm coming over, Carlos. We'll be over.
Carla, I'm making that fudge. What is that? Candy corn fudge? I'm making it. I saved the recipe. Didn't you?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you get that one? The one that I shared on Facebook?
Yes.
White chocolate. Isn't it with candy corn in it? Or
I
white?
I put it on the fan page. And I said I put it on the fan page, so I will make it. I think it's got M&Ms in it and candy corn or what? It just, I mean,
it's a little bit of everything in there.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, my sister's gonna make Hocus Pocus Jello shots.
I haven't heard of those before.
What is it? Coca-Cola Jello shots?
No,
it's Hocus Pocus. Yeah, like the movie Hocus Pocus, like the witches.
Yeah. And the new one is coming out, right?
You know what? It came out a long time ago or something, but it's just on video or something. I have no idea.
Or the second one.
Yeah.
is coming out.
Focus 2.
Yeah, they're making it on Disney.
Oh,
I think it has, or I know. I
because
think because I would know. I love
yeah.
that.
Well, they've been advertising for it for like years now, huh? And I've never seen it actually come out. Well, that's good. That's a good thing.
I know. I was talking to my granddaughter about it today.
Oh,
That's good. I love that.
Fun thing, Carlos. That's our tradition, is to watch Hocus Pocus on that night.
Yep.
But I like candy, caramel popcorn, because I just saw Janine went out. Hi, Janine, you're back.
Yeah, so I got kicked.
No, caramel popcorn. Paula Deen had a really good recipe, and so I got out a great big roaster, and I did the Orville Redenbacher stuff, and I made up her caramel sauce and everything. Came out really good. So you know, that's always a good one. But I really miss when the kids were little, because were you guys the Kool-Aid house? I was the Kool-Aid house. And if you are too young to know what that means, it was a commercial in which there was a house that everybody went to for fun. And so you're so young, Lisa, you don't know that. But,
I'm really not, but I don't know it anyway. Maybe it's a West Coast thing.
Maybe. So anyway, I would host a party right before everybody went trick-or-treating. They came to my house, and I would have all the pizzas and the breadstick witch's fingers and the eyeball cupcakes and everything, and they would eat, and they'd be in costume, and the parents would be there. Then the sun goes down, and everybody would leave me all alone. So, like, I put a fire in the fireplace and watch a show and give out candy. But I miss that so much. And then this year sucks because we love to be out and about. And Janine, you are always so busy, because not only is it Halloween, Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to Old Town and doing all that fun stuff that you do. And we always were doing a tour down in downtown San Diego. So we're going to miss some of that stuff. You know, you're going to be out and about on your own or doing some fun stuff during the Halloween?
Me?
Yeah, there'll be quite a few live videos from different locations over the week of Halloween for sure.
Oh, that'll be fun. I'm still in. I'm at 190, like 5 days now. And I'm not crazy yet. It's getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time.
I don't even go out to the grocery store. The only thing I do is the drive-up pharmacy. I have all my groceries delivered. I have everything delivered.
Yeah. I'm in it to win it.
I'm out and about. I got to be out and about.
Yeah.
I just went and got my oil changed today.
Well, we're way under in Rhode Island. We're way under 1%. I mean, the chances are like slim to none. So we've really got it under control, which is nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Did anybody put some questions in here? I'm going to look really fast. You guys want to just go off a mediumship? I'm going to use cards. And Janine, I know that you and I both feel that there's something coming. For me, it was November, and I think for you, it might have been October, November. I do want to look at
like
that.
middle of October, correct?
Okay. Yeah. So I kind of want to do a 6-month reading, and then I'm going down in the comments. Okay. And I want to do a 6-month reading and look at, I say the United States. Now you guys want to know what's going on in your neck of the woods, so to speak, your state, if we want to look at a vaccine, whatever. And why I wanted this predictions show, because right now you have 4 really brave people on here, because I have been watching all these people that you watch on TV. I've been watching their Facebooks, and I've been looking at the posts for months of people asking the hard questions. How long is this going to last? When is the vaccine coming? Am I going to be okay? All these things. And they're silent. These people that make the big bucks are silent.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, they're not telling, because you know what? If they are wrong, then they think that they're going to lose their business and their livelihood. When I think that God says, you have a gift and I gave it to you and you need to go out on limbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now I believe in manifesting and I believe in prayer, the power of prayer. So if people are going to pray something away, make a difference in manifesting, thank goodness. But they get a heads up with divination, with what we see. And so we are brave to do this. And it's the way it should be. You know, it should be this way.
And
so
people have to remember too, Debbie, as we all know, that people have free will. So even though we're making predictions, there's a lot of free will that can change things. It doesn't necessarily mean it's set in stone. It's right now, as we're giving a prediction, it's set in stone. But if it's 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months from now, who knows what parties or what players are going to be in the mix that could change that prediction, you know?
Right.
Amen, sister. Amen.
Yeah, I sure wish everybody would have come out, you know, and given some comfort or some kind of prediction. So that's what we're going to do now. So let me go ahead and look at October, November, December for the United States. And let's start there. I have to get out some paper and pen and all that. I am not prepared.
All right.
I have my cards. And we do have somebody that wants to look at New York, I believe. So we have a couple questions that are there. And we're not going to be doing, at the very end, if we have time, we may do some mediumship readings. And Lisa, you and I talked about it. If Spirit is really hammering any of us to give a message, please do it, okay? You can interrupt me and say, I'm getting whatever. So if you get that, let me know. So right now it's October, November, and December for the U.S. And see what we get. And anybody that gets something for that, go ahead and chime in. I'm going to go ahead and connect right now, okay? So anybody that has anything, you can start. But we're going to go ahead, everybody, the viewers, and we're going to connect, and we will be right with you.
Absolutely. Okay. Hi, Sandy. I love you too. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead, if it's okay. Kendra, you're asking about New York.
How are you seeing these messages, hon?
Oh, go tap on comments. You're on private messages?
Yes.
Lisa, tap on comments.
Oh, thank you.
Tap on comments, and you're going to be able to see all that, what they're asking. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
You bet, anytime. Okay, so Kendra, New York State, 6 months.
I could talk a lot about New York. I'm right next door to New York in Rhode Island, unless you want to take it, Carla.
There you go. Well, I would just like to say real quick is that there are areas in the world right now, and keep in mind, okay, I don't watch TV, I don't watch the news, I don't have cable, I don't get myself involved, caught up in that stuff. With the minute I saw your question, Kendra, is that I see New York going through tremendous struggle. It's going to be over the 6 months. There's a lot of, what I'm looking at is corruption is the word that I'm getting. A lot of people are being pushed out in different areas, and they don't want to go. They don't want to budge. A lot of people that are in a higher power it's time to clean house. The universe is saying that this is time where the people are not going to take it anymore. With everything going on in the world, the vibration level is extremely high around the world these days, a lot more. And I like to use the example of 9/11, how but because of that unfortunate incident, a lot of people came together as one. The world became one. The elevation of the vibration was extremely high. But what seems to be happening is that right now during cleaning the house, meaning the corruption, the crime, all that stuff is just being, it's being wiped out. The illness, the sadness, the poverty, all that stuff is being, it's going to get ugly before it gets any better. But at the same time, when it's all said and done, it's going to be at least a year and a half, what Spirit's telling me. This is the message I'm getting from my guide. And the thing about it is that a lot of people are still going to suffer. There's going to be some things going on, but it's about coming together. The faster and the more stronger people become as one, meaning no more, you are different than me. We are all the same. Nobody is different. I am no different than you. We are all one. And the sooner that people realize that and become more harmonious with each other and fill their loves with heart and less hate, the faster that transition will happen. But that needs to happen before anything else. And all of the corruption in all these different parts of the world as well. But I see the pulsing in New York, the throbbing almost of being, trying to it's like a pull. I see it's like taffy, the bad and the good. It's pulling the war. It's going back and forth. But at the same time, love heals everything. And the faster and the sooner people walk in love and respect and integrity and all that, the transition will be a lot less on most people, if that makes sense. I bless you and leave you with that.
I want to add to that a little bit, if that's okay, Carla, because I'm getting, as far as New York goes, we're getting what's happening, and I keep hearing over and over again, is that we're getting there's going to be a mutation of everything that's going on right now. There's going to be, it's not necessarily a second strain or a second wave like they used to call it, but it's more of a mutation. And so because of that, people that have been sick are going to get sick again. It's not anybody's fault, though, and I think that's the biggest thing to remember, is that everybody always wants to place blame. And New York was so bowled over. They were the first state to really be so bowled over by this virus, by this pandemic. But I'm getting that it's going to be really hard for them to isolate a vaccine, for one. I feel like there's a big push to get the vaccine out, and I'm not going to say that I wouldn't trust it, because I'm a nurse and I think everybody should be vaccinated, but I think you need to make sure that it's safe and that it's effective before everybody jumps in there. And it shouldn't be political. And I keep hearing that it's going to be pushed and it's going to be pushed. And I think people need to just really pay attention to what the scientists say about that, because I think with the mutation, it's going to push the vaccine back. So I think it's beyond the 6-month time period for the vaccine, because I think they may have one that's working and then all of a sudden it's not going to, because of things changing. So I'm hearing that pretty clearly.
Absolutely. Amen.
And it's hard to, when you say New York for the next 6 months, I just feel like it's pretty much the whole country that's under this, and I could go astrologically wise and say, well, Mars is in Aries until the middle of November. And that really, Mars is the planet of war, and it's at home in its sign of Aries. So there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of frustration, a lot of people that are extremely anxious. And the best thing you can do, because of the fact that Mars will be in Aries until November 13th, is not to react. Because I feel like we have more control than we think we do. We don't just have to, it kind of goes along with the free will thing. We have the ability to not react if someone's extremely angry or extremely frustrated, or but rather to pull back and maybe, like you said, send love, and if somebody's extremely angry, pull away and say, okay, this isn't about me. This is about kind of what's going on out there, and just quietly sending love and I'm thinking of like people driving and all that kind of stuff. It's just, I don't see clearly 6 months from now. I don't know if you do, but it doesn't feel, and Deb, I talked about something that I had seen, the one thing that I had seen clearly, but it's not really appropriate to talk about. But I just feel like there's, the next 6 months are really going to be a very, very trying time for the U.S.
Yes.
And Deb, that's probably a good lead-in for you, right?
Yeah. Well, I took cards for the U.S. Last April I took cards for the United States, and I went up until April of 2021, and then I did get the card that beyond that, because I ended it there, and the future was going to be great for the United States. But I didn't keep going and looking, but that we will get back the money, we will get back everything, that we lost through this year. That's why I wanted to take some more for the U.S. And let me just tell you, you guys, I know you guys are saying that it's hard to see 6 months. When I do my look, it's pretty easy because when I was on that show and I looked at Florida, income stuff about the governor, income stuff about money and not getting money and how it's going to go and if it's going to be harder. So I can get those things, but I didn't take the cards. Right now I'm U.S. and if I get time, I'll pull for New York. But I want to tell you, I still get the card of, let me get Janine back in here.
So Debbie, when I say I can't see 6 months, it's not because I can't see it or that I'm not hearing it. It's changing so fast that I can't not lock it down like 6 months from now. I can see like 3 months pretty securely. That's what I mean by that. It's just so much is changing that locking it down, into March or April of next year is more difficult. That's all.
Yeah.
Janine popped out again, so I'll try to. Oh, here she comes. Hey, Janine. How's your Wi-Fi?
my app or the Wi-Fi or my data, something's wonky tonight. It just keeps kicking me out. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. I do want to tell you guys, I still see that we should be staying in. When I look at October, November, and December, I still think that people are going to be waiting for the money. You know what? As far as I'm going to get on my little soapbox for a second here. If you feel that you need a stimulus check, then you need to be going on the government site and writing to your representatives. You tell them that you want that check and you want it monthly and you tell them how much you want. Yeah. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, and this is the one thing. When politicians are threatened that they aren't going to get reelected and they find out an overwhelming group comes at them saying, I want a stimulus check, miracles happen because they're going to make sure that they're fighting for you. So I will post on the fan page, so I don't want to be political. I'm going to post the link so that you can click on it, put your state in it, and you will get your representatives' emails. Okay, you got to do that. I do feel like that there is going to be somewhat of a new start after December. I do feel like people are restless to get going. That's in the past position and get out of this. But I get a betrayal next month. I get something being unsupported and somewhat getting stabbed in the back. Got to say that. I have a betrayal for the United States. I do feel like that there'll be a lot of working on the vaccine, especially mid to end of October. Okay. I get a desire for the United States at the very beginning of November. We reached a goal here. Okay. That's where I see that happening. The Justice card is here. So I feel like there's a strong, this is a strong card of the right decisions made. The right decisions made. Okay, that's in November. I do feel like that we are investing something here at the end of December that's going to pay off in the future, but it takes work. We're putting time and energy and work and money into this. This is when, but it doesn't pay off until the future.
Yeah.
Later on. Okay. I'm going to get that we have something sneaky going on mid to end of December. Somebody's deceiving us. They're not telling us. They're doing something behind our backs. Okay, I've got that. So that's the end of the month there. So I do need to take some more cards. Do you guys see anybody asking any other questions there? You guys ask questions.
I see someone asking a medical questions about surgery, and I know we don't do.
Yeah, we don't do medical. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
so Kendra,
anything about the.
Someone's asking about Oregon for the next 6 months.
Okay. All right. Poor Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take for Oregon, and then I'll do the US later. So let's all do Oregon.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So Oregon. I think Oregon is going to I think they've seen the worst of their times right now, the worst of it. I mean, from what I understand, they have a lot of fires out there or something going on, a lot of different, again, it's that lower vibrational energy that's running the streets, causing a muck. I believe that they have a lot of people that have a lot of really, I believe that there's the lost being led by the even more lost, if that makes sense. People are going to wake up a lot sooner out in Oregon. They're also going to realize that for whatever reason, I see a peaceful, like a blanket of snow that's going to come, and it's going to change a lot of different ways of seeing things. It's almost like a clear slate. I see like a chalkboard being wiped away, like the chalk being like the teacher cleaning the chalkboard like this, and it's left with nothing but purity and a clean slate. I would say probably within 3 months, they're gonna bounce back a lot sooner than the rest of the world, because there's so many different dynamics at play, and people just aren't gonna put up with it anymore. I'm not very familiar with a lot of things out in Oregon, but I see the trees growing again. I see the earth healing itself much faster. And with the earth healing itself much faster, so will the people, if that makes sense. People are going to go more deeper into, or actually attain more time with nature. Mother Earth is going to come through, and she's going to heal a lot of that. Like as in right now, she's transitioning, she's shifting her energy, she is replenishing herself. And a lot of that, because they're more earthy people out there. I'm trying to word this right. My guide is trying to tell me, because they're more nature, they're more in tune with nature out there, that they're able to heal faster, and the dust will settle more quicker than it would anywhere else. Now, I do know that they have had fires out there. I don't know if they're still on fire, but all that will get settled, and the earth will help the people heal. Mother Earth will help the people heal. They will become healthier, and at the same time, people will still not be able to pump their own gas. But they will. I would say within 3 months to 6 months, I think within 3 months, they're going to start looking real good again. Definitely.
Thank you, Carla.
You're very welcome.
Lisa, did you have anything for Oregon?
No, I see the same thing. I see a lot of purple light around Oregon. So I see that, to me, is always a sign of healing. So I think there's a lot of healing that's taking place there amongst the people, amongst the land, and a lot of indigenous. We're going to hear a lot about the indigenous people of Oregon. I think they're really going to be on the forefront and make a lot of changes, and really start to make a lot of sense about people. Just wishing that we could shake a few people about climate change. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely, sister. Amen. Amen.
I actually just did 3 months for Oregon. I want to tell you that I really wish that there was like a stronger leadership there. I do feel like there's still challenges ahead. I do get this for October. In November, I feel like the biggest thing is protection. I feel like I'm very stressed here, feeling like I got nicked once. I'm going to make sure it doesn't happen again. So there still could be some things going on there. I think they had some arsonists, out and about. But I feel like guarding and watchful and being protection. I got to tell you, strong on protection. I do feel like there's major things that have to be decided upon mid to end of November. So I just feel like major decisions here, different paths to take. I'm going to tell you, I feel like right now they're throwing money. As money comes in, they're throwing it at something. Money comes in, is throwing at something. So I really wish that they were better, with the finances and where the money's coming from and all of that. But as it comes in, it goes out. As it comes in, it goes out. I do want to say, I just feel like that. I do have the sneaky card here that comes down. I just feel like maybe there's some things in the background that people don't know about. I'm just going to leave that there. But when we get to December, I feel like Oregon gets to have a clean slate, fresh start, and a wonderful beginning. I feel like they go on a new path. The end of December, I feel like something hits them that they weren't expecting. Okay? We didn't see this coming. Be it right now, I get wet, so I don't know if it means rain or something, but I feel like they better be more prepared for what's coming in the beginning of winter.
Yeah.
I get. You know what? I think in the future, next year, they're going to be kind of handed something that they're unsure that they want to take or unmotivated to receive. Okay? Let me leave that. A little cryptic, but that's what I get.
Yeah, well, I'm also getting a little bit of, I feel like they're really going to be hit hard by this. And I know I keep going back to it, but I keep hearing it about the second rounder. When you combine the flu with the pandemic, I just feel like the whole West Coast is really going to get hit hard with that. And I'm not really sure why I'm seeing that particular area, but that's the area that I'm seeing is pretty much up and down the whole West Coast.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to grab cards for the U.S. for January, February, March.
Okay. I didn't see any other questions. Did you, Carla?
No, I didn't see. I see more like personal stuff, like other stuff like that.
I'd like us to really look at the timing on the vaccine.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do this January, February, March real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, let me go ahead and let me prepare for that.
Yeah, I can start if that's okay, because I've already done a lot around thinking about the vaccine or the messages that I'm getting from angels, and I know I think the first of the vaccine is going to be ready at the beginning of January, and I think it's but I think there's going to be a real question. I know they're saying it's going to be given to the people that are really the high risk people, but then they're going to decide that the high risk people are going to decide that they may not want to take it. So I think there's going to be a lot of confusion. I mean, we're giving it to the people that are riskiest. We're giving it to the children that have never been tested in these trials. And I think there's going to be a lot of confusion in December and January on the vaccine itself and who's going to take it and who's not going to take it. I really don't see anything happening before that. I feel like the vaccine is going to have another stopgap. I feel like it's going to have another, just like Pfizer, Moderna has stopped one of the trials because looking into some neuro problems. So I think people just want to make sure that it's steady. I really don't see the full vaccine coming out for complete distribution until early next summer is what I hear every time I look into it. So I'm hearing like June, July, August is when I hear that the full vaccine will be in swing, which is quite a ways from now.
Yeah. I believe that. I believe that it could be around there too. I'm seeing that it's just not ready, and they're pushing it because they want, according to my spirit guide is saying that they're trying to make this money, and they're trying to make this money much faster than they're actually worried about the people. I have seen different job postings. They're using people as guinea pigs, and their understanding of that is that they wanted to have over 600 over 600 million or something like that people vaccinated by January 2021, and that is impossible because they have no idea what they are putting into people's bodies, but they're trying to rush it and make things happen for those. I see a lot of damage happening if they go any sooner with anything that they're moving forward with. I know that there's people that are doing it, taking it right now, and they're unfortunately going to have some kind of long-term down the road issues. What my spirit guide is saying is that as long as we remain clean, wash your hands, these are basic hygienic, stay home, watch what you're doing. If you're around sick people, the guidelines change on a daily basis because it fits to certain people's criterias. It's not, it's more political than it is what's right for the people. My spirit.
And so much that happens with the vaccines, just so you know, in the field, it usually can take from 5 to 10 years to do that final third phase where you're checking for everything. You're checking for long-term problems.
Amen.
And I know like the polio vaccine came out, in the 60s, and they had 50,000 kids that got polio because it wasn't that they tried to push it through too quickly. And the SARS vaccine a few years ago, they did the same thing. They pushed it, and there was a lot of Guillain-Barré that came out of that. So I think they just should need to make sure that they're very careful so that people trust it. Because if it gets to the point where it's not, people aren't trusting it, that's when it becomes an ineffective vaccine. Well,
yes. What my spirit guide, and this is common sense, what you put into somebody's body, you are not able to take out. And just like we all know with the flu vaccine, when we get the flu vaccine, I've had to get it every year for the past, I don't know how many years, because I too have been worked in the medical field for 30 years, and I've always had to get the.
She freeze?
Yes. I do hear her.
Oh, I don't hear her.
Carla, back out. Come back in. Boy, she froze good.
She did.
Let me see. I'll try bringing her back in. And, well, let's see. Carla, you might go all the way out and come back in. I might have to take her out. I hate when that happens. There she goes. She'll come back.
Sure.
Well, let me do the United States really fast.
Absolutely.
I do have. So I'm looking at January, February, March, and when I did the U.S. last April, when I did the United States, I did see the strong man, his way or the highway, go in the past, about soon, in the cards. And then I did see also in the future, in January, an ambitious male come in crossed with a strong woman, by the way. So what I do have here is I feel like, the virus came, it caused a crisis. And what I do have is for October, not October, I'm sorry, January, it's still challenges ahead. Still hard to go forward. Don't want to go backwards, but hard to go forward. Okay. I do get us staying in again. So January, I think we're still staying in.
I think so.
I want to tell you guys that mid to end of February, I have the Magician card. This is my inventor card. Let me tell you what happens when I'm doing a client and I get this card in first or fourth. I go, how many patents you got? Because this is the inventor card. And they say, yeah, I've got 3 or whatever. Yeah. So this means that here I see us successfully having an idea that's going to be a good one.
Great.
Okay, here we have invented it. So I have it in February, mid to end of February. We finally have this great idea that's going to make something tangible. Okay. I see us suffering losses in March, the first part of March. I feel great losses of some kind. When I got it for this November, I felt it was economic. This one, I feel sad about. I feel very emotional about. So I do feel there's some kind of losses coming to the United States in March. I want to tell you, though, after that, I have good news, the card of good news. Okay. I have told everybody when back in the very beginning of April, when I started looking at everything, I said, look, get into the idea that this is going to be next April. You know, you've got to go with and do what you need to do to survive this, and don't think that it's going to be a month or whatever. And one of the things, Lisa and Carla, is people were going, oh, it's going to be fine in the summer. I said, no, it's not going to be fine in the summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they were so sure. And I said, you know, it's already in warm areas of the world. I mean,
Right.
But I said, I see we got a whole year here we got to go through.
Right.
And so I do see that we're going to suffer some losses. And then I see good news. So thank goodness for that good news thing.
And Debbie, that might kind of goes along with the starting of giving the vaccine is what I'm hearing, like in April and May. And then like a lot of like 300 million doses, which is what they need for the United States to be ready like in June, July, August kind of thing. So that kind of goes along.
The energy crossing over the United States throughout this time period is the one of taking on too much responsibility. Way too much and heavy burdens during this time period. Can I say something? Past March, there'll be a strong woman to reckon with on our side as an ally. That's exactly what I got in January. This woman is going to be important for the United States. She's going to be very intelligent, but she's no nonsense, you guys. She'll champion causes, and she'll be on our side. So I have that coming in the future for us. We're going to get what we want. I get us receiving our reward during this time period. So I feel like there's a benefit, but we're still going to be in. I still see some losses coming up. And then I go, okay, good. We got that. And we're going to have some good new people that are going to be, I believe, in charge and helping out with this. And amazing. We still have a little time. Did we miss anything? I didn't get to look at the vaccine, but I think that you guys saw that pretty good. I kind of would like to pull a couple cards. I know it's bad. Maybe I shouldn't look at 2022. Yeah.
I think that's a little too far ahead.
Yeah. I can look at, I think you God, I can look at any time period.
Yeah.
But like you say, there's a lot of changes. That's why I probably don't want, I want us to have hope and pray and all that stuff for sure. But yeah, I think that we still have a fight here. We still need to be smart.
Yeah.
And
I hear that too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Most people need to walk in love and not walk in hate and judgment so much anymore. People need to find out exactly what's really, truly important to them. And I'm not talking about material items. I'm talking about how to go back to know how it is to be humble and understand not everybody is cut from the same cloth, and their life struggles, and understand that and not be so judgmental on things. And I think that's when people walk in love. I mean, that's all there is. There's no other in between.
Historically, this is going to be the most studied year by so many different practitioners and everything, because not only did so many crazy things happen, kept coming, and I'm still, we're in this, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's going to stop, because it's going to keep coming.
Yeah.
But it was just crazy. And then the people got crazy. And
that's Mars and Aries. That's Mars and Aries. That started like in the end of August.
When things happen in the past years, everybody rallies. Let's get money for this. Let's help this group.
Yeah.
Let's do this. And everybody turned on each other.
Yeah.
And okay, I am going to tell you my stance on masks. Wear them.
Yes.
Because for me to be looking, when it first started, I was screaming at the TV, screaming like a lunatic woman when people are standing up there. You don't need a mask. I'm like, what the heck?
I know.
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
Yeah.
And it makes you so angry when we've all stayed in for 6 months and then people go out without masks or go to a wedding or do something really, a rally or something stupid and choose to, here we are all trying to protect ourselves for 6 months and stay in and do everything right. And in a weekend, they ruin it. That makes me angry.
Yeah, let's go to Sturgis without masks, people. Let's go, let's road trip it. Let's go somewhere crazy and have a good time.
South Dakota. Yeah. Well, they're starting to wreak the havocs now,
So there are specific groups, different. I don't mean to point the finger, but there are specific groups that I understand the world is infringing on their Second Amendment or their right to do whatever they want to do or their whatever.
But they don't have the right to hurt other people. It's okay if the mask stopped you from getting sick, but it doesn't. It stops others from getting sick. And I really believe in the amendment rights, and I really believe everybody has that right. However, you don't have the right to injure or hurt somebody else. I'm sorry. That's
right.
My take is this is a medical emergency, and that surpasses a lot. I agree. If you were in a hospital setting, and it's your right to go in there walk into that hospital, you think so? You think it's your right to be with someone or to walk around without a mask in there? I'm sorry. No, it's a medical emergency in there. And I feel like we need to, if we only had the compassion and for every single living person on this earth, we would do whatever it took to make sure that our elderly are safe and they have the right to live, you guys. Yeah. They have the right to live and they're loved by other people. And we should not want that to go away. But its sacrifices will make you feel like you did something someday. I sacrificed my whatever, going to the party or whatever. It will make you feel like I did something to make sure that the world was safe, the people around me were safe. And we need to remember that. But, it was so crazy with the people just turning on each other. And unfortunate and fortunate at the same time that we had all these things come to light and get to revisit people's rights. Timing wasn't great, but just so much happened, and I just hope that people will just really get what we should be doing is be kind enough, caring enough, compassionate enough to make sure that the people next to us, the people that we might be around are safe, and that people don't get it, because all you have to do is watch the videos of the victims. Oh my gosh, of every age. And if they were young, their parents videotaped them. And that should be enough for you to stay in, not want to get it, and want to make sure that nobody else gets it. So, I think that we three agree on, wash your hands, wear the mask, social distance. It's not easy. It's not forever.
Well, I think a lot of it too is I always go back. My grandmother, my grandmother's here. She goes, well, you know what? Goes back to upbringing. We always taught you guys to wash your hands, wash your face. Those kind of things. Cover your mouth when you cough. When you sneeze. You wash your hands. That kind of thing. People don't. I mean, have you ever gone in public and seen people the way that they are? You don't. I would tell my kids this when they were little. Get on the escalator. Don't touch the sides. Because have you ever sat there and watch people the way they pick their nose? They do whatever. Their hygiene is not important to too many people, and that's my grandmother. She's like, you know what? Wash your hands, wash your face. It's just basic hygiene that people don't do, and here we are.
So true.
It is. We need to always be diligent in those things to avoid the flu or.
Lisa, how many times do you wash your hands during a shift, and how many times?
Oh my gosh! When I was a nurse, I mean, even now, and I don't work as a nurse anymore. I probably wash my hands 30, 40 times a day.
Yeah. Absolutely, it's
just
ingrained.
Anytime I do something or touch anything, or it's crazy, but I just automatically go to wash my hands.
Yeah,
it's such a habit.
Definitely.
but people need to make it a habit.
Yeah.
Right.
How many times you go to a public restroom and see somebody just walk out after using the bathroom and not wash your hands? That's what's wrong with society. In my book.
They need some strong moms.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just men, it's women. I've seen it. I'm like, whoa, hey, what do you say? You say something to her, you just let it go. You're just like, just don't go anywhere they went.
Well, we're hoping that everybody does what the recommendations are of the scientists, please, in the medical community.
Absolutely.
I'm just kind of doing this to everybody else because we've had such false information,
Absolutely.
that we need to just use the common sense. We need to stay away from the people. And my neighbors and I shout from across the street. That's pretty good. We shout across the street, and it seems to work really well. I miss them dearly. We do a lot of summer things and we didn't get to do, but I said, you know what? It's just a year.
Yep.
It's just a year, and they're gonna, everybody's gonna be okay. We just have to do what we have to do. And I think part of it, since we're talking about this, I think a lot of times there's some young people that just, just want to go do their thing. And it's really sad. I mean, my one son, I feel so bad for him because he's in. Yeah. And he takes it so seriously, more than me, which is a lot.
See, now my 27-year-old, he lives on his own. Well, he lives with his girlfriend, and they wear the masks and they do the distancing, but he's got coronavirus fatigue, is what he calls it, and he's so sick of it. He doesn't. He's like, I can't stop my life anymore. And which is awful. I think. I mean, to me, as an older person, I don't get that, but as a younger person, they just, that's what the problem is. Is I think there's so many younger people that feel invincible.
Yeah. Oh yes, you're immortal when you're young. Yeah. And you don't know, but I get it. There's everybody I know saying I'm so over this. That seems to be the thing. I'm so over this. And I go, I was really good up until like September 1st, when this is my favorite month of all.
Me too. I love the fall. Me too.
No.
Yeah.
The pumpkin patch.
Yeah, but I know like Bates Nut Farm opened up here on the 19th to go. I wanted to take my granddaughters, but I won't even take them. I won't
know.
Take them.
Well, I haven't seen my granddaughter who's 5. I haven't seen her. She's in Georgia, and I haven't seen her in a year. It'll be a year in next month in October. And so I'm going down for Columbus week, and I'm going to drive.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm staying in a hotel that I know really well. I'm a nervous wreck about it, but I can't go any longer without seeing my daughter and my granddaughter. I'm just
Lisa, the hotel. When this all started, I had a client and he had to drive home, and I said, call them up since nobody's using the motels right now, and ask to get a room that's been vacant for 3 days.
Oh, good idea.
I don't know if you can do it now, but that's what I'd say.
That's a great idea. I will do that because I'm staying in the Hilton, but I know that they're pretty clean, but I'm still nervous about it because I haven't really been out of my house. But I can't. It's just the idea of not seeing them, because I know if I don't go now, I won't drive down that many, 1,500 miles to Georgia from Rhode Island in the winter. So we'll talk them next spring, and I just can't go that long.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a long time.
So it's kind of like now or never,
Definitely.
Yeah. I see my youngest son. Yeah, I see my youngest son. He's out. He has a job. He works. But we talk through the window. And it's super sad, but, we talk through the window. And he knows, when you're pointing fingers at who is high risk, you're looking at me.
Yep.
So I have all the bad things. And also type A blood, which I hear is not good either.
Yeah.
I go, oh my goodness. So I have to do those things because I want to live there to see my kids and all that.
Absolutely.
For them. But I wouldn't ever want to put myself into passing it on either. So, it's just, it is what it is. and we do what we can do with logical decision making. So that's where we're at. We are past our time here a little bit, and I want to thank the viewers. We love you. You guys just don't know how much we love our viewers. We do. It's just we're amazing. Next Wednesday is Griselle, the psychic MD. She's going to be on, and we're going to talk about past lives.
Nice.
So always fun. Past lives.
That's exciting.
Do you guys know what you were in a past life, Lisa?
No, I don't. I've never done a past life regression.
Oh, what about you, Carla?
I was a Native American, a daughter to a chief, and I was a healer, kind of pretty much what I do right now, but I helped guide the tribe. When we moved, when danger would come, I would help. So I was a seer back then. My father was the chief of the tribe.
Oh, awesome. I had one done years and years and years ago before people were doing past lives. I had someone come in and to my work and just say, I can do this. Would you want me to do it? I'll see a movie. Now that I see movies, I know exactly what he was doing. So he took my hand and I was in Japan.
Oh, wow.
And the reason that it was so incredible is that I grew up as a child. I learned how to make perfect rice as a little child. And I would get up on a chair and make rice. And as I grew older, I would run home from school to the kitchen and through high school, junior high, and make my rice to eat every day. And there was something weird about it. Nobody used chopsticks ever. And I got a pair as a gift. And I started using it, and people back then would go, well, how do you use these things? Nobody knew how to do it. And and then the weird thing is my girlfriend lived in Japan and she came back with all of her stuff and I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand anything. And pardon me, but it's a past life thing. Anything Asian, any of the carved stuff, any of everything. Hated going to her house. And so when this guy told me that, and he told me about my whole life, which I won't get into, but I said, how come I don't like this? And he goes, well, been there, done that. And you were finished with it. And I said,
that's so funny.
I don't know about that, but I said, I absolutely believe that was a true life for me.
That's amazing.
So, absolutely.
My parents were going, where is she from? I'm from San Diego. I raised tortillas and beans, and I had this thing. But when I went to the Chinese restaurants, I would not eat anything but rice. I go, no, none of this no. I don't want any of that food. None.
That's
but
so funny.
I eat just rice. It was like, that was really bizarre. So we're going to talk about past lives. We're going to do some past life readings for you guys, so don't miss that one.
That's great.
That's going to be a good one. I'm super stoked.
So we're going to say goodbye, you guys, to everybody.
Okay.
Lisa, thank you so much for being on.
Deb, can I plug my YouTube channel one more time?
Yes, go ahead. Of
So
course.
if anyone would like to come on, I just started a YouTube channel. It's Lisa Ashton Psychic Medium, and I do daily pulls for signs. I do mediumship readings. If you subscribe and get notified, hit the bell for notifications, you'll be notified when I do the live mediumship readings. So I hope you'll join me at my my new YouTube channel. I'm really excited about it. Thank you.
And you do this every day.
I do the readings, the one card pulls for all signs every single day. And sometimes I come on more than that. If spirit gives me a message and I know someone's supposed to come on and hear a message, and people will come on and I'll talk to them live. And then every Sunday I do a live mediumship reading. So if they get the notifications, they'll know when I come on, and I'll give readings out to whoever comes on from their loved ones who have crossed over.
We will talk about that Sundays.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah. I love it.
Idea. Okay.
Yeah. I love doing that. And then I also do weekly pulls for each of the signs. So for all 12 of the signs, which are only 15 or 20 minutes long, but still, I think people really enjoy them.
Well, I hope the Libras are all doing well.
The Libra's birthday started today. That was the first sign I did for the week next week. They are. It's a good week. It's going to be a good week next week, Deb.
Oh, good.
Well, yeah, Debbie's going to have a special day tomorrow.
Yes, another year older.
Tomorrow, Debbie's
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. All right, you guys, I'm going to end the broadcast. We love you guys. You two stay on so we could say goodbye.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
absolutely.
All right,
Good night, everyone.
viewers. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, guys.